one of the main things that people are missing is honestly the understanding of what it truly takes to fuel your body. Like if you actually want to perform well, if you want to have the energy that you need to get through your work, to get through your day, to get through your training, to get through just whatever it is that you want to get through, then you have to fuel your body correctly. So what that means is that you can't necessarily like deplete your body of certain things. There are certain nutrients out there that you really can't just like take away and think that it's okay. And this is where most people get it wrong, right? Like, so people will remove a bunch of carbs from their diet, and for a short while, you will feel good. It's guaranteed, because at the end of the day, you're probably actually removing processed carbs. You're probably actually removing refined sugars. So of course you're going to feel better because you've just cut it out. What if you actually had like the good carbs? What if you actually ate some of the carbohydrates that are there to fuel your body correctly, the energy system that you need to be able to do things, right? But it's because people actually like remove the processed stuff and then they say, I do better off carbs. That's not true. You've just removed processed stuff, right? Or alternatively, you might think, okay, well, I'm going to do clean keto. Okay, that's fine. That's great that you're doing it. But what you've also removed is bad fats. So look at what you've actually removed rather than what you've gained. That is why you feel better. And while that will work in a short term, it will not work long term. It's just the reality. It's not sustainable, right? Very few people can honestly say, I have been insert whatever it is that you are for X amount of years. And a lot of the time people say, well, I did it for a short amount of time and it worked, but then I plateaued, then I got stuck, then I gained all the weight back. And that's what happens to most people. So what you have to do is you have to understand the value of balanced nutrition. When you understand the value of balanced nutrition, you can then apply it to your performance, which means your performance will improve, your energy will improve, your mood will improve, your attitude will improve, and then you will actually be a better person. And it all comes down to you fueling your body, right? Like your body just utilizes the food that it eats. It's not an emotional eating pattern that you're going through. It's not that you're just eating just to eat. You're actually doing it with a purpose. And many people don't use nutrition as a proper tool. Like it really is so important to get this right. Like it's so important because at the end of the day, when you wake up every day, how you wake up is really fundamentally because of two key areas. One, your sleep quality, and two, how your nutrition was the day before. Those are the two areas that can dictate really like what your day's going to be like the next day. That's in your control. You know, like most people don't see this as truth, but your nutrition is 100% in your control. You cannot say that it's not because you are putting the food into your mouth with your own hand. You can't say it's not in your control. You can eat better. You can choose better options. You can fuel your body correctly, but you have to make that choice, right? You have to learn how to do this well. You have to actually get the right blueprints in place, the right programs. And then when you understand that nutrition and mentality truly align, right? Like, because if you have a healthy relationship with your body, you're instantly going to want to actually give it something better. But if you don't have that, then you're probably going to find that you're going to struggle. You're going to sabotage. You're going to feel weak. You're going to suck, basically. Really, you're not going to actually kind of give your body what it actually needs. So you've got two types of nutrients, okay? You've got your macronutrients and your micronutrients. Your macros are what everybody knows to be true, to be your carbs, fats, proteins, and if you want to add the other macronutrient, it's alcohol. Then you have your micronutrient, which is all of your vitamins and your minerals. Now, you need all of them. You don't just need one or two or maybe three out of the four. Like, you need all of them. So when you're going into your nutrition, you have to make sure that your meals are balanced. You have some carbs, you have some fats, and you have some proteins. That is a balanced meal. And then you're going to use that meal as a way to fuel your body, to give you the energy that you need, to do the work that you're asking your body to do, and then to get fitter, stronger, faster, better, leaner, whatever it is that you want. But if you want a better body, it is going to come down to your nutrition. Your training is a tool. Your nutrition is a tool. Your sleep is a tool. And if you suck at using the tools, then you're probably going to have a shitty body. That's just the reality. And you can't just pick and choose which tool you want to use. Right? You can't just go to the gym but not tackle your nutrition. You can't just tackle your nutrition but not sleep well. You can't just sleep well and just think that your nutrition and training doesn't matter. Unfortunately, you have to think about all three. All three matter just as much as each other, but the one that actually is probably more on the higher side, right? Like it's the top tier, is going to be your nutrition because it really does factor into every other element. So you have to tackle it. And the way that you're going to do it is stop trying to look for the easy route. Stop trying to look for the fasting or stop trying to look for the latest fad or diet. Stop doing all that. Especially if you are someone that truly wants to see like a peak performance. If you're honestly searching for peak performance, then you better start eating in a peak performance way. Because eating for performance is very different than eating for weight loss. And weight loss is just weight loss. But performance means that you're actually going into the gym trying to perform. You're going into your training trying to perform because you want to get stronger. You want to get fitter. You want to be leaner. That is what you're going for. So to do that, you have to handle your nutrition so that it supports it. And when it supports it, it's going to show up. You'll instantly feel so differently when you're actually putting in the work. And the work will actually take you so much further because you're doing all like the behind the scenes stuff, right? You're building your discipline. You're saying no. You're building your resilience. You're saying yes. You're doing all of this work, and then it will show up in how you perform. So the sooner you tackle your nutrition, the better you're going to perform, the better you're going to feel, and the more elite you're going to become.